Hey there, sweet thing. You holding up good in here? That's good to hear. Khalid's out. Oh, calm down there. He didn't go running off. He went to go talk to your boss. Kevin, was it? With all due respect, you ain't in any condition to be telling anyone what's what. Cal told me as much what happened in your apartment and everything before that. Given circumstances, I think he made the right call. You should stay back here so you can recover from being shaken up like that. Listen, you can find out what happened to your brother when Cal gets back. He still has to come back here after all, and when he does, you'll get those details. Now, could you sit back down? I didn't pay good money for this room for you to not use the bed. Thank you. You're really feisty for someone who ain't got a clue how far deep they're in with this. Well, let's say, sweetness. You have found out your boss is a kidnapper. You've been shot at not once, but twice since you met my darling. You've been thrust ass first into the world of magic. Oh, and most importantly of all, you have managed to get the attention of a dangerous criminal. Glad to see it's clicking. Khalid's gonna be fine. I've known that man for 5 years. If his own shit hasn't killed him yet, then I doubt anything will. In the meantime, why don't we chat? About what's going on, sweetness? Things have moved quickly, and I'm sure you have questions. So, shoot. I'll answer as best as I can. You got anything better to do? Like I thought. So, how about we slow down and start with some questions so you can at least garner some sense of where you're at? I did tell you my name already, but for the sake of answering, I'm Joseph, the leader of the group we call the Wild Hunt. We go from state to state doing what we can for folks. The term vigilante would probably be more legally appropriate. We don't have any ties to any government organizations. We came to New York to seek a lead, actually. My rascal and I was tracing his magic back to find him, and we bumped into you two. Just in time, as it seemed. They are a demon. Yeah? How'd you figure? Guess that means you're not completely lost when it comes to magic, then. It's a good thing he at least caught you up to speed on the basics. Makes things a hell of a lot less complicated for me. I'm not magical. I'm a warder like you. I've just been in the know about magic for a while now. Oh, Dion was in fact magical. He's a telepath. It's not our first run-in with that son of a bitch. We found out about him 6 years ago when he popped up on our radar as a kingpin of sorts. We've gotten into scuffles with him before too, and let's just say this was one of the prettier encounters we've had thus far. Yup, telepath. Like man reading and all that. Hey, calm down. I don't need to be magical to hand someone their ass, sweetness. Most folks forget that no matter what magic you have, a bullet hurts like fuck. What do you mean by that? Well, why not? A gun works, so I use a gun. Hey now, calm down. You must still be buzzing with energy after all that, huh? It's no problem. It's a surprise to know you got so worried about me and we just met. You sure you don't got a liking for me there, sweet thing? I'm just pulling your leg. It's sweet of you to worry your little head about me, but I'll be fine. I've been doing this almost a decade, so you can trust I have some experience in handling myself. Yup, I knew about it as soon as I met my rascal. Kinda like how you and Khalid met. We're partners. We tell each other things, sweetness. We've been together for 3 years. I knew him a bit before we made it official, however. You really are a curious little thing. I see why Khalid's been carrying you around everywhere he goes. I'm putting it nicely, saying that considering you insisted rather than asked, and to his detriment, he agreed. I don't mean anything by that, sweetness. I'm telling you the facts of the situation. It was real bold of him to go walking around with a warder for as long as he was. It's no wonder how Dion took him off guard. What does that look for? Oh, you don't know. Shit. I mean, it's also the reason I can't hang around my rascal or Khalid for too long in a day. I figured he might have at least told you. Don't get it twisted. It's nothing that's a deep, dark secret, but seeing as how you've been along for this much, you should probably have it explained to you. So, you're aware how demons can cast any kind of magic, right? Right. And warders create anti-magical fields. You know that, right? Well, it's a lot more complicated than that. Demons are magical batteries who are able to hold and passively emanate magic that they can't store in their bodies, so this allows magic to continually flow around the environment and pass into muses and savants who also use magic. The demons are like dams in that sense. They hold off and redirect magic so that too much doesn't spill off and allows others to access that magic. As long as you have a demon around with other muses, they can cast magic. Savants are exceptions to this because their abilities come from genetics modified by magic and such. But they don't need demons, is what I'm getting at. Orders come into play because if magic is constantly flowing in an area, then it creates alchemy. You know what that is? Exactly. So, warders balance everything else out by creating wards, which prevent magic from settling in one place for too long. It's all an intricate balance where people need demons to use magic and also need warders to keep alchemy from settling and turning everything upside down. Well, Sweet Thing, you and I are warders and thus are always creating wards that push magic away, even if we mean to or not. So, if a demon who constantly is storing and passing magic along can't collect magic around us, it drains their ability to use magic. Is the reason why I can't be around Khalid or my spouse for too long when we're about, or else they have to take time to recharge and can't use their magic. Hey, don't talk like that. I said it was to his detriment. I love that man, but he can make stupid decisions, and it's not your fault that you didn't know any of this. I want you to know that I'm not blaming you for anything. I said what I said because it seems Khalid's taking a liking to you and wants you around. He just didn't think out too well how that was going to affect him later. Well, it means that you're officially part of my people. Khalid likes you, and I'm gonna watch out for you. Simple as that. Yeah, his glamour probably stopped working because of how much you were around him. Either that or the fact that was Dion's work. Despite how much of a bitch Dion is, he's a powerful telepath. Outside the silencing field we found you two in, he was manipulating warders to surround the building and made it look like they were loitering. That much of them standing there for that long would have also broken the glamour and weakened Khalid. Don't get it twisted now, Soythang. Khalid may have been weakened, but he wasn't out of it. There's a reason he is where he is, and that's because any touch of magic he gets could let him turn an entire football field into a wasteland. That's my darling for you, a walking supernova. You look tired. Well, you may not feel like it, but you look it. You should get some rest. Waiting up like this ain't gonna make him come back any faster. How about you rest and I'll wake you when he gets back? Deal. Good. Get some rest there, sweetness.
I'm back.
Welcome back, darling. How'd it go?
I had a nice chat with Kevin. Stupid fucking name, by the way.
Yeah?
I got a location from where their brother might be. I also used some evidence from some security tapes Laurie gave me and got him arrested.
Good. Case solved. Now, to find their brother.
Yeah. I'm gonna be needing to ask you a favor.
What might that be?
I need you to take them somewhere to find him.
That sentence did not imply you'd be going.
I can't. I have to be able to sort something out.
Darling,
Joseph, please.
You've been making some reckless decisions with this one. I'll get that you like them and want to help, but I need you to look at me in the eyes and tell me that you're doing this with a plan in mind. Or else I'm not budging to do shit.
This was too easy, Joseph.
Arguably, you getting shot at is not what I'd call easy.
Not that. Finding out where he is. It's too easy to follow. Something doesn't feel right about it, and I need to see where this is going. Because it's one thing to have to find out someone at Tempest was responsible. It's another thing getting Dion involved.
Wasn't Dion involved because you investigated the club?
Yeah, but the moment I started investigating this thing, I was attacked by some folks in suits. That wasn't Dion. The timeline for that doesn't match up, and until I figure out what's going on and why they're after me, I can't risk being around them. Or you.
You can just give me the word and I can find them and string them up a skyscraper.
No. This needs to be handled properly, Joseph. I need to make sure that it gets done.
You take on too much for your own good, darling.
Well, someone has to.
That doesn't always have to be you.
Yeah. Can I ask you to keep him safe?
You have my word.
Good. I booked you 3 tickets.
Keep it to 2. I'm gonna ask Rascal to stay with you here while we're investigating.
Joseph.
No buts. You get to ask for my favors. And my price is that you have to have someone watching your back while I watch theirs.
You are a handful.
That a yes.
It is, begrudgingly.
Don't say that now. If my spouse hears you, they might think you might not like them.
That could be farther from the truth.
Then I know you two will work well together. That said, you also owe me for saving your ass back there.
Do I?
Of course. I've been waiting for the right time to collect.
You're a fucking orange dog. I have to go check on my client.
They're asleep. And me and my spouse want to have fun with our favorite city boy.
You could at least kiss me before you drag me to your room.
Come here then, and let's get the fun started. Let's get you to a bed now. I'm sure that rascal's waited long enough to get their hands on you.